Culture of our organizations profoundly shapes how we implement our products and services. And AI is not only not an exception, it may be the most susceptible to amplifying our cultural strengths and weaknesses. Over the past 20 years, we've learned from agile transformations that the biggest barrier to success is the company's culture. Too often, cultural factors are either ignored or underestimated, leading to failed transformations. With AI, missteps carry the potential for global consequences, making it essential to address culture comprehensively, including its impact on safety and ethical concerns. Today, we'll explore the Laloux culture model to uncover how different organizational paradigms influence AI implementations and why addressing culture is critical to success. In his book Reinventing Organizations, Frederick Laloux's research outlines five organizational paradigms, each representing an evolutionary stage in how humans collaborate. These stages align with significant historical periods, which might give you a clearer perspective on where your organization currently stands. Red organizations emerged in prehistoric and tribal societies. Leadership relied on power and fear, with survival as the primary goal. Authority flowed from the chief's ability to dominate, resulting in reactive, impulsive behaviors. Modern red traits manifest in environments with high turnover and instability, resembling the dynamics of street gangs or frontier armies. This type of organization would be the most dangerous to involve in AI implementations. This is the space where ambitions for world domination or the destruction of humanity are most likely to take root. Its power and control are prioritized above ethics, collaboration, or long term stability. Amber organizations began to take shape during the agricultural revolution and solidified in feudal societies. Stability and control became paramount, reflected in rigid hierarchies and repetitive processes. These traits continue to dominate traditional bureaucracies, religious institutions, and some military structures, where future planning relies entirely on past patterns. Due to their inflexibility and rigid perspectives, these organizations would likely create a dystopian AI controlled workforce where every second of an employee's day is monitored and subject to either reward or punishment, stifling creativity and adaptability while fostering a culture of fear and compliance. Orange organizations correspond to the Industrial Revolution, where the focus shifted to achieving growth and measurable results. The metaphor of organizations as machines emerged. Most modern corporations operate in this stage, driven by performance metrics, innovation, and a competitive edge. However, this often comes at the expense of human factors, as management prioritizes transactional optimization over human connections. This presents a significant risk when implementing AI, as these organizations may continue to over index on transactional optimization, leading to outcomes that, while less extreme than amber organizations, still erode workforce satisfaction and psychological safety, ultimately stifling creativity and long term innovation. Green organizations arose during the knowledge era, recognizing that employee motivation transcends financial incentives and that self organization fosters the engagement and accountability necessary for sustainable delivery and support. They prioritize culture, values, and relationships with all stakeholders, not just shareholders. These organizations embrace customer centricity, actively seeking external insights to refine their offerings and reduce the risk of creating echo chambers. This customer focused approach serves as a natural check and balance for AI implementations, helping to ensure that developments align with real world needs and deliver meaningful value. Lastly, teal organizations are just beginning to emerge and represent the possible future for work. These organizations operate as living systems, embracing self management, continuous evolution, and purpose driven decision making. In teal environments, people bring their whole selves to work, and decisions align with a shared mission. Interestingly, successful teal organizations often achieve remarkable levels of customer satisfaction and profitability, not because profit is their primary focus, but as a natural outcome of their commitment to purpose, adaptability, and the empowerment of their people, all in strong alignment with customer needs. These organizations are in the best position to leverage AI as a tool to augment their success, enabling innovations that not only enhance performance, but also elevate human potential to unprecedented levels. Each stage builds on the previous ones, retaining useful elements while evolving towards greater adaptability. For example, a teal organization may benefit from red traits when dealing with real world threats like lawsuits or hostile takeover attempts. In such scenarios, the decisive, protective instincts associated with red can provide the resilience needed to defend against aggression. If a company were to operate purely in teal without the capacity to draw on these earlier traits, it might become vulnerable to aggressors' intent on overtaking or dismantling it. This highlights the importance of integrating strengths from all stages to navigate complex and unpredictable challenges effectively. The overpowering leader persona that I've mentioned in several videos aligns well with red and amber organizations, where authority is often centralized and driven by control or fear. We start to see a shift away from this persona as orange organizations embrace performance driven structures, while green organizations emphasize collaboration and empowerment. In green environments, the overpowering leader persona becomes increasingly misaligned, sticking out like a sore thumb and clashing with the organization's values and culture. This evolution reflects a broader transition from command and control leadership to approaches that prioritize trust, shared purpose, and adaptability, fostering healthier and more cohesive organizational dynamics. What does this mean for AI? Organizations below green often default to control based management. When these companies adopt AI, they risk amplifying their existing cultural dysfunctions. For example, Red might use AI for punitive surveillance, eroding trust, and further entrenching fear as a dominant aspect of the day to day company culture. Amber can implement rigid rule based systems that ignore situational nuance, like the example I've shared before about gaining real great insights while walking the campus. In an Amber or Orange or paradigm paired with AI, the kind of spontaneous innovation would likely be suppressed, as Orange and below managers often expects to see workers busy at their desks all the time. Orange organizations tend to build elaborate metrics that optimize for productivity while neglecting psychological safety and stifling innovation. If you haven't seen my earlier video on this, I'll include a link in the description for more context. Without addressing culture, these implementations risk becoming dystopian. Green and teal organizations, by contrast, are better equipped to leverage AI ethically and effectively. Green companies use AI to enhance growth and development, incorporating customer feedback and fostering collaboration. This inclusive, customer centric approach provides a natural, broad perspective, serving as a safeguard against creating something dangerous or misaligned with user and society needs. Teal organizations integrate AI into self managing processes that naturally align with their purpose and values, ensuring that AI supports and amplifies their mission rather than distracting from it. Agile transformations have shown us the dangers of neglecting culture. Organizations often treat Agile as an acquisition of processes and tools while ignoring the cultural shift required for true success. At best, this approach yields meager improvements, as Agile processes and tools are misapplied without the proper cultural context to support their intended use. At worst, the Agile transformation fails entirely, delivering no benefit and potentially causing harm to the organization. For AI, the risks are even greater. Poorly implemented AI systems can entrench harmful practices or amplify inequities at a global scale, making cultural alignment a critical foundation for any successful AI transformation. To avoid repeating these mistakes, we need to prioritize cultural self awareness. Where does your organization primarily operate on the Laloux spectrum? What cultural tendencies could influence your AI decisions? How can you evolve towards green or teal paradigms to maximize AI's potential? External oversight can also help identify blind spots. Most importantly, organizations must recognize that cultural evolution is not just possible, it's essential to align safely with the amplifying effects of technology. Just as agile values and principles help organizations navigate complexity, a richer, emotionally intelligent cultural foundation ensures that AI serves enhance human potential rather than constraining, undermining, or even harming it. Reflect on your organization's culture. Which stage resonates most? How does this influence your approach to AI? Share experiences in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, stay tuned for more insights on building adaptive, resilient organizations in the era of AI. Thanks for watching.